and we tried to refuse it, and they went to court and they won. So that is an example of where the council has set a guideline. We can't set a rule. Those things can be taken as challengeable based on merit. They went to court, they proved that they had merit on the grounds that there were buildings on the other side of the road that were up around 30 stories or whatever. So that is where your merit arguments come into it. It's going to be different in every different case. Sorry, look, I'm not... Yeah, okay, that can be a separate question. I'm just trying to explain. Yeah. What I'm trying to explain is that there is no definite level with heights. They're just guidelines. You've got to keep that in mind, and you can't question when someone puts an application in for more than that guideline. It's just a level that if they want to put an application in, get it ticked all the way through, they can put it in at that level, no problem. If they want to go over that, that's where they've got to start to put up a case. I just wanted to explain that to you because I don't want anyone to think that there is a height limit. All right, that's the legislation. It is merit-based, so that's what it's about.
Thanks very much for that, Councillor Betts. So, I mean, the point is that if you're saying here tonight the west of Tedder is 2-storey and someone wants to come along and challenge that with 40 stories, that will be considered. Would you, Sally, so I'm going to give you a question after this gentleman. You're next, Sally. I'd really like to introduce Alan Rickard, who's a legend on the Gold Coast. Alan served on the Gold Coast City Council for 16 years as a councillor, and he was a deputy mayor, and today he's president of the Save Our Boardwood organisation, and he has a lot of corporate knowledge about all of this. So thank you, Alan.
Is the microphone working?
Come up here then.
Thank you. As Judy said, between 1988 and 2004 I was a Gold Coast City Councillor, and to be quite frank then I had no difficulty in taking a public position on any development in the area I represented. But more to the point now, on the 8th of August 2003 I moved the Gold Coast City Council 2020 Harbour Study Resolution, which was seconded by Councillor Critchlow and carried unanimously by Council, unanimously. The resolution has not been rescinded, and so is still Gold Coast City Council policy. In part, the resolution states, no private or commercial development on public land shall be considered on the Spit or any other broadwater foreshore area as part of this project except development in accordance with the existing planning scheme, that was the 2003 planning scheme, the provisions that being the land on the Spit west of SeaWorld Drive between SeaWorld Nara and the Southport Yacht Club. And then there was another part which is quite relevant to, I think, what interests you all here tonight. That any leases be term leases, not perpetual leases. And I say that because all the land on the western side of SeaWorld Drive is leased from the government. It's not private land, it is your land, it's our land. I have been advised that the new planning scheme, just endorsed by the state government, further strengthens council hand in supporting a 3-storey height limit on the Spit. Prior to moving that resolution in 2003, I had received from the then Gold Coast City Council Planning Director that a 3-storey height limit on the Spit would withstand challenge. He said it very clearly, otherwise we wouldn't have moved the resolution we moved. He also advised that as the sites were leased from the state government, no government would allow an application to proceed as the lease would restrict that. However, we are now aware that in June 2003, a group applied to the state government to vary their lease so as to allow this present application to proceed and to consent to convert the lease of the site to either freehold or perpetual lease. I haven't been specific as to which side it is because I was told not to be specific. Is there anybody in the room who doesn't have it clear? On the 4th of July 2014, the state government approved the variation of the lease, thus permitting the present planning application, but it did not approve conversion of the lease to freehold. It seems this variation of the lease took place without the area member of parliament or the area council being advised or consulted, and I would go so far as to say it was deliberately kept from them, as they would have probably opposed it. As a courtesy, the applicant should have advised the local member of parliament and the councillor. As a courtesy. It's what courteous people do in this world and courteous businesses do to the local elected representatives. So I question as how we come to be in the situation where, after being reassured no building above 3-storey on the spit would be allowed, and with a new town plan endorsing this, we find ourselves threatened by not one, but 2 44-storey towers on the spit. And how is the lease varied without comment from council? These questions need to be answered.